Everybody, and welcome in. It's time for another edition of WAJR's Ask the Expert, sponsored by HealthWorks Rehab and Fitness, and we're delighted to be joined in the studio today by Stephen Gutshall. He is the fitness director at HealthWorks, and Margie Uryasz, registered dietitian and nutritionist at HealthWorks. They had so much fun on past appearances, they've decided to come back again. Hi, guys. Nice to have you here with
Tony.
us.
Hello.
Don't look now, but this month of January is pretty much into the book, which means a couple of things. Not only is February coming, but those New Year's resolutions that we made a little bit more than 3 weeks ago may now starting to be waning. And that's what we want to talk about. We want to talk about nutrition and fitness on today's show. Resolutions are nice things, but sometimes they're short term. And on this program, we're going to talk about the services that HealthWorks provides to help you stay physically good, not only from a conditioning standpoint, but from an eating standpoint. And Margie, I think that's one of the things that folks may not be aware of, that you're there at HealthWorks, ready to help people make the right lifestyle decisions when it comes to food. And you guys have had some incredible success with the HealthWorks Health Weight Management program. So let's jump in here first off. And Stephen, I'm going to ask you this one. As the fitness guy in charge, you know so many people come to you at the start of a new year and they said, Stephen, this is it. I'm making a resolution. Why do you think we stop following our resolutions and don't continue?
Well, I don't think it's as easy as they think it is. It takes a bit more commitment than just saying I'm going to do it. I mean, it takes a little effort to follow through on it. You know, a lot of people have, I'm going to get up earlier every morning and do this, and then it's cold and it's snowing, and it takes a little extra effort. So there's some motivation that has to be behind it.
There's a stat out there, and off the top of my head, I don't know what it is, but when we try to create a new habit, if we get to a certain point of doing it, then it clicks and it just becomes something that we do. And Margie, I would think probably the same holds true when it comes to our diets. If we're just able to sustain it and then go to a certain period of time and say, you know what, this is okay. I feel better. It tastes just fine and it's working for me. Then it becomes a habit for us.
Right. And a lot of times what we always recommend, and I think even in Stephen's world too, in the world of fitness, is try to make small changes that are achievable. Because if we come into wanting to have a New Year's resolution or wanting to make a change and we say, oh, I need to lose 50 pounds, that's probably really unrealistic, because it's difficult to have a great big huge goal when really to reach that goal, it is tiny small steps along the way. And you have to, again, like Stephen said, make a commitment to have a lifestyle change and to determine which of these little things do I need to change that will make a difference on the scale.
It's so huge, isn't it? And we'll get into it a little bit in food, but I mean, just a little thing where I'm going to have, instead of 3 teaspoons of sugar in my coffee, I'm going to have 1 teaspoon. Even the 2 teaspoons that you take back, it starts the ball rolling. So HealthWorks' name is Rehab and Fitness. Oftentimes on this show, we talk about the rehabilitation, the physical therapy, and all the other services you provide. The other part of it is fitness. The fitness side of HealthWorks, Stephen, has continued to grow. Can you kind of give us an overview of what is available for folks if they want to make that commitment to fit from a physical standpoint, get better when it comes to their fitness?
So for members, we offer 2 appointments right off the bat that gets them meeting with one of us so they can kind of sit down and we can talk with them again about those goals, about maybe where they've tried things in the past and things that went well and things that didn't go so well. So we'll meet with them and do that. And then after that one, we'll meet with them a second time and take them through something that we've planned just for them. So that's one thing that's right there offered to them right off the bat as soon as they join. And then all of our classes are included in the membership, everything from cycling to yoga to Zumba, all sorts of things going on there.
Yeah, and as you guys have grown, they got a lot of things to hit over there too. I mean, a lot of punching, a lot of things to hit. You give bags and sleds, the whole thing. It's gotten bigger.
Yeah, we've added some new interesting stuff, and things kind of evolve in fitness like a lot of things. So there's people involved in different types of activities. So it's not just machines, and free weights have kind of taken a little different approach for a lot of people.
Yeah, absolutely. Keep it varied. So someone comes in, they begin that program, you create a program, and then off they go. We'll talk more about that later. Margie, from a diet perspective, and I'm talking about nutrition perspective, what is the normal procedure when someone wants to sit down with you? And I would imagine you do an inventory to start with of what are you eating, and then go from there. How does that all work?
Correct. Right. So when a person makes a decision to come in to see me or dietitian, they would just be calling HealthWorks, make an appointment, and then I'll get them, I'll call them, they'll come in and sit down. And the main thing I like to go over with them is kind of where their history has been with eating, what their goals are, what their life, what they do want to change in their lifestyle so that they can reach a healthier weight. And I try to focus on having a healthy weight, not necessarily, maybe it's not 50 pounds that they'd like to lose 50 pounds, but really maybe the realistic weight loss is 10 pounds for right now. So we try to come up with short-term and long-term goals, but really focus more on the short-term goals and those changes that they can easily make and be successful at it.
Yeah. Fair to say that nothing good comes easy. It's gonna take some work.
It takes a lot of patience, a lot of time, and a lot of, okay, I've got a holiday coming up, or I've got family, or I'm traveling on vacation. How do we handle that? It takes a lot of just really patience, in my mind, is what I've experienced the most with everyone, because they go through ups and downs. It's 2 steps forward and 1 back a lot of the time. But as long as you're forward focused, they'll be successful.
Yeah. A lot to get into. We invite you to stay tuned. Stephen Gutshall of HealthWorks, Margie Uryasz is from HealthWorks as well. We're talking about nutrition and fitness. We'll get into some particulars when we come back. Stay with us. WAJR's Ask the Expert, sponsored by HealthWorks Rehab and Fitness, continues right after this.